Hi guys, today's video is coming at you from a different location. We're in my bedroom and I'm just trying something different with a lighting setup. So let me know how you like this. I'm actually using my iPhone below me for extra light. I'm not entirely sure about that one, but we'll see. We'll see how this looks in editing. So I'm getting ready for a date night. We don't do this very often, but we're going to the cinema and for dinner. So I thought I would turn on the camera and show you some of the stuff I've been really enjoying using recently. So I put on my Bobbi Brown, I think it's called Nourishing Milk. You may hear Milo's getting ready for bed in the background, so I'm going to be snappy because then we're off. So I'm going to start with a primer, which is very unusual for me, but I'm trying to get into primers. I'm realising as I get a little bit older, I am going to be benefiting. This is the benefit professional that I'm putting on right now, completely unintentional pun. I'm going to be benefiting more from primers, and especially this area. This is definitely, I get it, I totally get it. I get why pore refining primers are so popular. I just never really liked the texture of them, you know, that silicone-y texture. I was never a fan, so I'm trying to get into it. We'll see, but I don't know. When I initially put it on, I'm all about it. My mum loves it, but she doesn't wear makeup. She just wears that on its own, and I get it. That instant effect of like mattifying makes everything look better. I totally understand it, but I never really totally think my makeup looks any better on top, but I'm gonna persevere because people just love this stuff. So any primer recommendations that genuinely makes your makeup look nicer, not necessarily longevity wise, just like sit nice on your skin, I am all ears, because that is what I'm more about. And I'm 31, I'm getting some stuff that I want to disguise. My Revlon Colorstay needs replacing. I am almost out of this stuff. The shade I've got is Sand Beige. I was pretty sure I was buff. I'm not buff, I haven't been to the gym in a while, but I was pretty sure that I was the shade buff, so I think maybe I have another one lurking in my collection when I finally get around to my declutter that will include my foundations. Maybe I'll find it. But this is Sand Beige, which I think is a little bit light, a little bit dark for me, a little bit warm, we'll see. And I'm really enjoying using this brush. This is the Blank Canvas Cosmetics F01. I got this in some kind of beauty box. Was it Rocker Box? Something like that. Really like it. I've used many brushes over the years, and this I think is my absolute favourite because it's so like buffy. Not like the Vampire Slayer. Buffy. I do have a major zit to contend with at the moment. It's finally kind of a little bit going away, but it's driving me nuts. So I just kind of stopped covering it up. I think sometimes they look worse when you try and cover them up. And so although I might put a tiny bit of concealer on, if you try and get rid of them completely, they don't tend to look that great. I think I just like over buffed that and got rid of everything. I'm going to use, if I can find it in my little thing in front of me, the Bobbi Brown Corrector in Porcelain Peach, which looks like this. Again, I'm trying to learn how to use these things. I realised I tried something a little bit kind of out there for me makeup-wise last week, and I thought, you know what, all these years, I mean not all these years, because early on YouTube I really was going for it with the tutorials. Once upon a time that was what YouTube was. Beauty bloggers made beauty videos, tutorials and all that stuff, and so I tried to be that. And I was never a makeup artist, so they were never that great, but I think I kind of accepted that I wasn't a makeup artist, and so just stopped doing anything interesting with my makeup. I think that probably coincided, see, we're not getting rid of that completely, probably coincided with getting a little bit older, my eyes becoming a little bit more soggy, they're becoming like more hooded, more difficult to do things with. And so I just kind of gave up. I gave up liquid eyeliner, gave up on eyeshadow because my lids were greasy and I couldn't be bothered with primer. So many things I just thought, it's not for me anymore. And I tried something a bit different last week and thought, you know what, I can do this. And I don't know why I haven't been. I don't know why I have been so what kind of anti-makeup, to be quite honest. This looks like it's got glitter on it, but I swear I put powder on my eyes with it earlier. Kind of, yeah, like anti-YouTube makeup. I think for a really long time, this is the Revlon Colorstay, which is definitely too heavy, but it's the one I'm using up at the moment. I'm just focusing powder because I'm so aware that powder is aging. So yeah, I am getting back into like trying new stuff and testing out like different eyeshadows and doing looks. Who knows? There may be a YouTube-y tutorial style video coming from me very, very soon. That is like way too concentrated for these areas. Crazy. But for under my eyes, it's good. But yeah, for a really long time I just kind of thought that's not for me anymore, but I think it kind of is. I thought maybe I didn't fit the bill, you know. You have a certain kind of person that looks a certain kind of way, and maybe I thought I was too old. Really like this blush. This is the Revolution Gradient Highlighter. Sunlight Mood Lights. Really, really like this. I'm using kind of this end of it, but it is just sparkly enough. I love me a sheeny blush. And this is so pretty. And obviously I can put it on kind of as much as I want, and then I can build it up a little bit. If I want it a little bit darker in certain areas, I could just slightly go for it more, but I'm really liking this end of it. It is so pretty, and you really don't need a highlighter with it. I've been really enjoying the Revolution stick highlighter recently, which is so not me at all. This one. So beautiful. Actually, I know this so goes against everything by putting a cream on top of powder, but shall I do it? I'll just put a little bit on just to show you what it looks like, because it's so pretty. And again, I felt like this was not the target audience. Hopefully that shows up in this lighting, but it's beautiful. So nice. I put more of this on than normal. I really, really like that highlight. But you know, like when you put highlight on and it kind of like exaggerates this area, this area. Yeah, I'm working with it. I'm kind of learning to love makeup again in my 30s around my new face. Because my face is not the same now as it was 10 years ago. And so, like I say, I kind of gave up on some stuff that maybe I need to rediscover. Okay, where has that brush gone? No idea. It's there. I'm going to use a LORAC Pro, the original palette. This is one of my absolute favourite eyeshadow palettes. So, you know, if I'm going to do, can you see my like little extra light in there? If I'm going to do eyeshadow, why not bring out my absolute favourite palette? As long as my eyes are in the shot, it refuses to focus on whatever else is in the shot. I'm going to use, I'm going to go for an old favourite and use these two. Mauve, so this colour, no, this colour, can't do it upside down, and then this light pink. I'm going to do mauve. Is that how you pronounce mauve? In the crease. See how I used absolutely no primer whatsoever because I can't be bothered? I would, you know, if I were going to work or like a long day, I totally would. But I'm not. I'm going to the cinema and for dinner, and it's already 7:30. We're not going to be out till 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh no, I touched the wrong one. I'm not, I can't be bothered with it. I really can't. This combination of eyeshadow, I wore this all the time. You know when I had ever so slightly purpley hair? Oh, loved this so much. And then I'm going to use the pinky colour. I've never got so many. Do you know what I think it is? It is, when I got my new phone, I left the notifications on everything. And I just uploaded a new video, which was my anxiety video that probably went up yesterday or the day before, depending on when this goes up, because my internet has been so terrible recently. I actually thought to myself, I'm going to start uploading a little bit more regularly, you know, more often, because I've been really into a real combination of vlogs and other kind of beauty videos recently, and I thought I think I can probably do like 5 or so days a week of uploading, and I was really into the filming and the editing and all that stuff, and then my internet just went out almost completely for several days. It really sucked. And then we got a message from our internet service provider, which sounds like a very formal way of saying like BT or something, but it's not. We actually have to have, I feel like I've said this a million times, but we actually have to have a special kind of internet, because you would think we were out in the sticks, but we're not. We are a new estate and we're in between. This is the Bobbi Brown Smokey Eye Mascara. Really enjoying this, like the way it looks. I mean, it's a real big fat brush, nothing like what I would normally get. I have had ones like this that I've received and just gone like, nah, not even tried them because I assumed that I wouldn't like them. I thought I would give this a go and I really love it. Again, things change. Faces change, skin changes, eyelashes change apparently. So we have to, oh, but the one thing with this, many tangents, is it does smudge. So it wasn't too bad, but I've been so used to wearing that one from Bourjois, that waterproof one that I've been really enjoying. I went to London the other day and I was so tired. I was practically like head in my arms, so tired. And when I got home, I had mascara all up here. That would not have happened with the Bourjois waterproof one. So, you know, if your mascara is prone to smudging, FYI, this is not going to stay put. I don't know if there's a waterproof version. I really like this one. I will continue to wear it, but I'll be a little bit more wary while I'm wearing it because it will smudge. But look how great that is. I have rubbish eyelashes and this really, it's all about, oh no, it's all about the formula really, because I really struggle to build lashes with any kind of brush like this. This is great. So yeah, I made a video yesterday, which is I think maybe what I'm getting all the vibratey bits for, about anxiety. My phone just fell on the floor, right on cue. And I posted something on my blog earlier today and I've had so many emails already from people. The whole thing of it for me was age. I've seen other videos made by people considerably younger than me, and not even considerably younger than me, but like in a different stage of their life. Like, I've always felt older than I am. I had Ella when I was 19, and so I've kind of, like from being probably 21 onwards, I felt 30. I didn't relate to my peers, I didn't relate to kind of people that I was the same age as, my contemporaries. And so, although I'm 31 now, I feel like my contemporaries are probably 40 because of what's happened to me in my kind of phase of life. And so, I'm finally getting to an age where people that are my age I'm relating to, and I am just so happy to find other people online that are relating to me. And so I talked about this thing with the anxiety that I have felt I'm suffering, purely because I felt like no one our age was talking about it. No one over 30 was talking about anxiety. I'm sure there are people, it's just people that I haven't come across. And so that was my main reason for sharing it, because I felt really alone in it. I felt really like, this is not for me. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. And that's the main reason I shared it. So who knows, right now I've had some really, really positive and great responses from people that were just happy to hear from someone like them. But anything can happen with stuff like this. This is always like a real difficult subject. You never know. It's one of those things that it could really piss people off. So we'll see. But at this point, I don't regret sharing it. This is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which needs sharpening. It's actually really dry. I'm going to put the tiniest bit of lip balm on, and then I'm going to put a liquid lipstick on. This is the Urban Decay Lip Love, which that's way too much, which I really like. Look how crazy that looks. It's like something about Mary moment. Let me see if I can take some of that off. Oh, actually, that would look really nice by itself. I'm just going to leave that. I might put a little bit more on now. I love the colour of that, but I really don't love the texture of Charlotte Tilbury's lip. That lip love tastes and smells like coconut. It's amazing. I don't like the texture of Charlotte Tilbury's lipsticks. Otherwise, I would buy the Pillow Talk lipstick because obviously. But no, I'm not all about it, but I love, love, love the colour of the lip cheat. Beautiful. So that's kind of been my recent favourite kind of stuff. I've been a little bit out there with the eyes some days. I've been more with the lips, but this, I feel like we've done this whole look so many times before, but this is what I'm enjoying right now. Oh, also, this is the setting spray I've been really liking. It's the Bee Makeup Setting Spray from Superdrug. Really like this for a couple of reasons, but the main reason is, let me just put my makeup back, my hair back again. The spritz. The spritz is so fine. As soon as this runs out, I'm putting like water in this or something because it feels so nice. Now I do spray a lot, and then I use a beauty blender to, look, I like wet my hair. I did this earlier as well. To blot it, which is a viewer tip that I am all about. And then once that dries, I do powder a little bit again. But I find that to be the best possible layering situation for me. So some kind of primer, which I'm still working on liking. Some kind of primer, foundation, all my other stuff. Spritz, 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 blot, and then a little bit of powder. And for someone that's oily and who's, this is like, I feel like I've actually wet my t-shirt. I used so much of that setting spray. I just read on the back, it says, it's lightweight and quick drying. I'm not 100% sure I would agree with that one, but it's very, very lightweight. It feels really nice. Yeah, this is kind of the best way of like sandwiching it all together for me for the least oily looking and longest lasting foundation slash makeup look. And this is what I've been really enjoying. Also, I don't do anything with my hair. I've had so many questions about my hair recently and I don't do anything with it. I don't even really brush it, to be quite honest. What I have been doing, if you've got hair that's got a little bit of texture, but the longer my hair gets and the less layers it's got, the less texture it has. Like, it is prone to texture. If I want it to have it, I can encourage it. And it's never going to be totally straight naturally. But what I do find is if I want it to look kind of almost like I've done my hair, I wait for it to dry completely naturally, which, have you heard, is supposed to be more damaging than blow drying recently. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video, but I've read a few things about it and I'm not convinced. So I wait for it to dry completely, and then I use one of these and I twist it all up in my hair, leave it up like all day or all night or whatever, and when I take it out, it tends to have a bit of kind of a wave to it. No kinks, because these are amazing, but like a bit of an almost did my hair situation, and that is all I do to my hair recently. Anyway, in the past, maybe more, but recently. Now what happened to that brush that I was using for the powder? There it is. I'm going to powder ever so slightly, a little bit more, and then we will be done for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed literally getting ready with me. Let me know how this works for you, because it is late at night when I'm filming this, totally dark outside. This would be a great setup for me if we could start filming some stuff at nighttime as well. You know, as the winter draws in, it kind of sucks for the content creators among us because there's not a lot of light to be had. And I like to be able to, once upon a time, story time, when I look back at when I was making my most videos and just really enjoying YouTube, it was when Lee would come home and I would get upstairs in my makeup room and film videos. I would the lighting was terrible, but I had a few spotlights, literally like little clip lights with the warmest of warm bulbs, and I would sit up there and make video after video after video. I was so into it. And I think that whole thing of being able to just pick up a camera whenever you feel like it and make a video, that is what we're losing. People feel like everything has to be perfect, and so you're losing that spontaneity and that joy in stress and, oh my god, what about this, oh my god, what about that, and we're losing that kind of the love of things. So hopefully I'll find some new ways to do things, because I really want to make some more videos for you guys. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I will link some stuff below. Don't forget to check out my previous videos. I may link some of those below, but I probably won't. Just go to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.